Hello and welcome back to the channel for another video. March of 2017 saw me make my supposed first video about Mars Argo entitled New Mars Argo Theory with Proof. It was about how Mars Argo wanted her own channel. That was the theory. It used clips from some computer show episodes, including where Sinclair says she's always wanted her own channel. Of course, now we know that that wasn't a valid theory. In fact, it wasn't my first video on the trio. There was a video that was really silly. I'm not sure if there's record of it anywhere, and I don't think I have a copy either. It basically was me saying that Poppy and Mars Argo were the same person. See, I said it was silly. The point of me saying that is that back then, even though that thing about Poppy and Mars Argo being the same person wasn't valid, there wasn't too much known about what had happened. As a result of that, I want to look into what was known about Poppy then, by looking at her Wikipedia from back then. But quickly before we do that, let's look at the Poppy Wiki from then. It surprisingly actually existed. It had been around for just over 2 months at that stage. It reads as follows. Poppy is the character portrayed by Mariah Pereira. The Poppy YouTube channel was created back in October 6, 2011, but her first video was uploaded November 4, 2014, titled Poppy Eats Cotton Candy, which only shows Poppy eating cotton candy, as the title says. The most popular video of Poppy's is I'm Poppy, which shows Poppy saying I'm Poppy multiple times for 10 minutes. This video is actually the same 3 to 4 minute clip, but repeated. The channel's subscribers are hidden and the amount is unknown. The videos are directed by Tate Sinclair, who worked with a different woman in the past before working with Mariah. The videos are meant to be a mock of today's pop culture. Many YouTubers such as PewDiePie or Leafy is Here have made videos about Poppy, commenting about how strange her channel was. Nightmind, a channel posting videos explaining different kind of horror/creepy content, created a video explaining of whom Poppy was. Another channel, Joe the UFO, has a series of videos talking about some of Poppy's content. Poppy's Twitter was created in January 2011, but her first tweet was posted on the same day as the first YouTube video was posted. The tweet advertised the video. Her Twitter account has 70.1k followers so far. Her Instagram's account creation date is unknown, but her first post suggests the same thing. The account has 218,000 followers so far. That's all good and interesting, but this is what it looks like right now. I'd also like to state, I'm pretty sure I've said it multiple times before, that I came across Poppy via PewDiePie's video. Now, the interesting thing about that is that the date in between his video and when I made my first one was quite a few months. I think it was potentially 4 months, which is odd. I think if I remember correctly, one day I went and rewatched it and then I went down the rabbit hole, and that's why the video was created. It was filmed, I believe it was filmed over there. I filmed over there for quite a while actually. All the webcam videos were filmed there, well most of them were filmed there. I haven't been filming here for too long. I actually used to I filmed for quite a while actually over there, which I know you can't see, so there's no like real point in visual cues, but just, yeah. Her Wikipedia around that time was interesting. Also, it's formatted better than the wiki was at that stage. It features a lot of writing, which I'm not going to read all of, but there were some interesting things that weren't known then or hadn't happened, just to take you back in time a little bit. Unlike the Poppy Wiki, it has no mention of her real name, and it says that her years active were 2014 to present, when now we know that she was active from, I think, 2012, I believe. But I don't think there'd been all that much digging at this stage, but it does state that she grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. It does also state that she wanted to be a rockette, and also states her father was a drummer in a band, which is still a thing. There's still like keys to her identity, but yeah, there is no name or anything. She also at this stage had 83 million views. I do say that not much digging had been done, but it does actually state here that prior to 2014, Poppy performed at various social media festivals including VidCon in June 2012 and Digitour in June 2013. She featured on the rapper Epic's track Hide and Seek in July 2013. In 2012, Poppy was featured on the YouTube channel Hey Hi Hello. Now, this is interesting, and it doesn't really add up actually, because it talks about her performing in 2012, 2013, but the years active say 2014 to present, which is a bit confusing. So I'd say that some digging had been done, but who knows how much. Poppy moved to Los Angeles in 2014 to pursue her musical career, teaming up with director and musician Tate Sinclair to make a series of abstract promotional videos on YouTube. It does actually briefly talk about her name and age, and it says Poppy's real name and identity are kept guarded, with that Poppy explaining, I don't want people to talk about how old I am, I want them to talk about what I'm making. People, especially nowadays, are so obsessed with knowing everything, they'll have to invest their time in finding it, which is interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure how much exactly was known then, but the Poppy Wiki did state that her name was Mariah, so I think some was done, and it does also state like the 2012 stuff, so I don't know if it's down to what Wikipedia was allowing, or whether it was like the fans just didn't want to add it because they didn't want to invade her privacy, I suppose. I remember when there was a video made about her real name and stuff, that there was a bit of a stink about that, which makes sense. It's okay now though, because, or it's okay to call her Mariah at least, because I believe that it has been in publications surrounding that Poppy, or Poppy, sorry. That Poppy was 2014. Anyway, this does also go on to say that her earliest video was from November 2014, which does also go against what it was previously saying. And we also know that not to be true now. Except the Poppy, like the Poppy Eats Cotton Candy thing was the first like Poppy video, but it wasn't the first video on the channel. But interestingly enough, by this stage she had already appeared on the React channel. And there's a series of videos that she did with them. So when I had made my first video on Poppy or Mars Argo, the first one was about Poppy and Mars Argo, and the second one was about Mars Argo. But when I had made the first one, the second one actually, because that's the only one I have a known date for, it's on my Instagram. But what had been released was the 336 Music to Sleep To and the Bubble Bath EP and some singles to go with that. Also, if you actually think about it, something that's really kind of odd and interesting is that if people had been following Poppy from the start, and you may be one of these people actually, because it started in late 2014, I believe, that's when Poppy Eats Cotton Candy came out, there actually was a time when Mars Argo uploaded when Poppy had, because Using You came out in 2015 and Poppy was doing those kinds of videos. So it's just an interesting thing for you. The original version of Poppy's Wikipedia page was created in July of the previous year, and it's a lot more bare. It still states that her years active were 2014 to present. It states that she is a teenage singer-songwriter signed to Island Records and a YouTube personality. There's also a section about her music career which says that she released a Bubble Bath and that there was a remix of Low Life released in 2016, April 2016. And it also says that Low Life was featured on the compilation album Now That's What I Call Music 58 in the United States. I wonder how that helped, like if that helped gain her popularity or not. She had received over 800,000 views at this stage as of July 2016, and her Instagram had over 42,000 followers. Now it's completely different, it's a lot higher than that. It also states that the first video was Poppy Eats Cotton Candy. And it actually says that she'd released a further 59 videos at that stage, amassing over 3.3 million views. Just to clarify, the 800,000 views was on her Vivo channel, and it was the music video for Low Life had 800,000 views. That's what it was. It wasn't her channel. And the I'm Poppy video at this stage had 340,000 views. Although we can't go back and check her channel then because it's excluded from the Wayback Machine, so yay. And all it says for the personal life is Poppy grew up in Nashville, Tennessee and moved to Los Angeles in 2014 to pursue her musical career, teaming up with director Titane Sinclair to make a series of abstract promotional videos on YouTube. So that is how things have changed since I made my first video on Mars Argo and also Poppy and Mars Argo. But the date of the first Mars Argo video I made, back during the webcam era. Just in case you don't know, I have different eras. I used to record on a MacBook webcam, which is called the webcam era. This is my best setup so far. There's a light there and there's a light there. So there's a whole, there's a light there as well. There. This is the best setup I've had so far. And there's a good camera. I know the audio is not the best. I am not recording it separately at the moment. I go through stages where I do and don't. But as of right now, I'm not. And I think that the audio at the moment is rather acceptable. I try and fix it as much as I can as well. I just found that recording the audio separately, which I do on my computer, because of the state of my computer, it being over a decade old, quite often the audio files would mess up as well if I was recording them externally, so that's why I stopped doing it. But I'm looking at fixing that, so you should see that sometime soon. But yeah, hopefully this was somewhat interesting. If you do enjoy, leave a like. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you never want to miss an upload. I shall see you soon for more content. I'm changing the outro to have a nice day and peace.